Goeienaand allemaal, good evening everyone, Molweni. Gives me a great pleasure this evening to welcome you to Saldanha Primary's annual Prestige Evening. Tonight we are here to celebrate hard work, dedication of our learners throughout the year. I want to welcome all the esteemed guests, parents, audience, our dedicated teachers and staff, and of course, the stars of tonight, these precious children sitting in front of me. Let's give them a round of applause. As we go through the program, let us remember that success is not always about winning. It's about growing, learning, and striving to be our best selves every day. So a little icebreaker, I want us to take out our mobile devices. Haal gou u selfoontjie daar uit. Ons gaan nie 'n TikTok maak nie. We are just going to capture this special moment, so you can take out your cell phone and take a selfie with the person right next to you. Vat gou 'n selfie daar, so net so 'n paar sekondes. A selfie moment, come on now. Generation Z. And while you have your phone in your hand, please kindly put it on silent or switch it off. As u die selfoon het, skakel hom asseblief af op stel hom sag vir die res van die aand. Baie dankie. We can all rise to our feet for the flag ceremony. Ons kan staan vir die vlagseremonie. You may be seated. Next up on our program, we have a scripture and prayer by our two grade 7 ladies, Isel Bontes en Melissa Gous. Gaan vir ons 'n skriflesing en gebed doen vir die aand. Julle kan na die verhoog toe kom, dames.
Die skrif is gevat uit Matteus 5 vers 16. Laat die lig voor ander skyn, sodat hulle u goedheid kan sien en u Vader in die hemel kan verheerlik. Terwyl ons fees vier, besin ons oor die helderheid van ons leier se lig. 'n Lig wat skyn deur hul toewyding, vriendelikheid en uitnemendheid. Elke leier hier is 'n weerspieëling van God se kreatiwiteit en doel. Ons hoop is dat hulle sal aanhou om hulle lig te skyn. Nie vir hulle eie eer nie, maar sodat ander God se goedheid deur hulle kan sien. Die kennis en vaardighede wat hulle opgedoen het, die vriendskappe wat hulle opgebou het, en die lesse wat hulle geleer het, sal die grondslag word vir 'n beter môre. Mag ons skoolgemeenskap verenig bly in geloof en altyd daarna streef om 'n baken van hoop en inspirasie vir ander te wees.
I will be now saying a prayer, so let's bow our heads and close our eyes. Lord, we thank you for a successful and joyful event. As we close this celebration, we give you praise for every life represented here. Learners, parents, teachers, and guests. Bless our learners as they step into new seasons of growth and opportunity. May they continue to shine bright in all they do, guided by your wisdom and protected by your grace. We ask that you bless our school, our leadership, and every educator who works tirelessly to build futures grounded in faith and excellence. May your peace rest upon us as we go forth to live as lights in the world. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
Thank you, ladies, for that beautiful message and prayer. I would just like to mention that tonight's awards were chosen by a special panel with the criteria. Elke trofee en prys wat die kind vanaand kry, daar was 'n spesiale kriteria met 'n beoordelaars en 'n paneel waar volgens hulle gekies is. And also, your child will receive the award in the language of learning. So if they are in English class, it will be given to them already in English. As die kind in Afrikaanse klas is, gaan dit gelees word in Afrikaans. And then also, I want to thank Stream Tech for this live broadcast, and also want to greet our live subscribers there on YouTube and Facebook. Hello to you that is watching us from their different platforms. So thank you, Stream Tech, for the sound and the live broadcast. Next up, we have our principal, Mr. Edwards. You're welcome to come to the stage, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you can find any of the Saldanha primary educators, none of them have pitched up tonight. So, as u ouers dit vir my, die kan die onderwysers soek, want hulle lyk so pragtig, ek het die helfte van hulle nie erken nie. So, ladies and gentlemen, parents, guardians, staff members, and our school community, as we come to the close of another academic year, I would like to take this opportunity just to reflect on our journey and express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of the school year. I am not going to read all 43 pages, so I'm just going to jump from a little bit here and there. If you want the full principal's report, it will be available at the office. Firstly, And first and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks to our circuit manager, Mrs. Geiker, for her consistent guidance and encouragement and support throughout the year. Her leadership has been instrumental in helping us navigate the challenges and celebrate all our achievements. To the school governing body, thank you for your unwavering commitment and your vision and dedication to upholding the standards and the values of our school. And then to the teaching staff, thank you for your hard work, your professionalism, your passion for education. You continue to be the heartbeat of the school. And then to the shining stars, as Ms. Van Reenen said, congratulations to you and welcome. Tonight we celebrate you and all your achievements that you have achieved. And I hope that you are excited within yourselves, and I hope that you are proud of yourself, and I hope that you have reached all the goals that you have put aside and put ahead for yourself. Finally, to our parents and our guardians, thank you for your steadfast support and encouragement and your involvement in your child's education. Parents and those present, just some updates with regards to our staff and our academic performance. We would like to inform the parents that at the end of 2025, some of our staff members will be leaving us. Adri and Edwin May, they will be retiring at the end of the year, as well as Ms. Tolkien. She will be leaving us at the end of this year. Our sincere thanks to them for their dedication and commitment. With regards to our academic performance throughout the year, we have maintained a 80% pass rate throughout the term. This is an overall pass rate within all the school. However, parents, our grade 5 and our grade 6 learners are struggling, and I ask if there are any parents who have grade 5 and grade 6 learners, that you will assist them in this last push. We have a goal, we've set a target for ourselves, it was sent to the department. Our goal is to reach a 98% pass rate at the end of the year. And so we kindly ask all parents to support and encourage learners during this final stretch towards the finish line. Parents, I want you to know, and we want to commit ourselves, that our vision for the school and the SMT, the SGB, and the staff, our vision is clear that we have for Saldanha Primary. And that is to re-establish our school as a flagship institution within the broader community that we serve. Together, we are laying foundations for excellence in academics, character, and in service, ensuring that our learners are not only well educated, but also well prepared. Parents, I want to remind you, ek moet so ietsie inkry. So hou inkry nie weer, hoe sê jy 'n steekie inkry daar, 'n stab. Parents, I want to remind you that it is important to stay up to date in paying of school fees. The school fees contribute, with fundraising initiatives, contribute to the effective and optimal running of the school. As partners in education, parents, we share a common responsibility in the shaping of the character of these young children. I urge all parents to continue to be courageous leaders within your homes. Be the adults in the family who set clear boundaries, uphold discipline, and instill strong moral values. Let us work hard and let us work hand in hand to nurture responsible, respectful, compassionate young people who will make us proud and make a difference in our communities. Moving on to sport and enrichment. Saldanha Primary has been busy. Our learners have been busy throughout the year. We've had great success on the sports ground. We start with athletics. I'll just say there was a team that won. We won't worry about that. It's not important now. I was blue, so whoever won, that wasn't important. It wasn't blue. The yellow team won the athletics. I can't say it. It just doesn't sit well with me. But anyway, the blue team, I wrote here again, but I'm not going to say again. The yellow team won again, and they dominated the inter-house meeting. In athletics, we had 106 learners in the school team that represented us in the Saldanha Town zone meeting, where many of them achieved commendable results. From that, we had 32 learners that advanced through to the West Coast meeting, and 17 learners competed in Porterville at the West Boland Championships. From there, we had 4 learners who went on to the Boland Athletics Championships in Paarl, and some of our learners did very well there. Our under 13 rugby team has once again had a very successful season. They've played 24 matches. They had a high winning percentage. The highlight of the year was when we went to tour in Riebeek Valley, where the learners did very well and they performed very well. Notably within the rugby, we had Jaden Smith, Ethan King and Musa Kwesha, who all went on to represent West Boland, the West Boland under 13 rugby team, with Musa making the Boland team, and Jaden unfortunately missing out on his opportunity when he was injured in the final trials. Within mini cricket, we had 50 enthusiastic participants in the foundation phase, and the learners played various games and at various festivals. They attended the mini cricket festival in Paarl on the 15th of March, and it was an unforgettable experience for them to be out there. Currently, the program continues to grow, instilling teamwork, coordination, and sportsmanship amongst the young players. This year also, we've introduced soccer for the under 12 boys. They were very enthusiastic. I had to try and stop the teachers because the ladies were more enthusiastic, but we had 25 committed players. They played games against Diasville, against Jurias, and against Eden. They also participated in the fisheries tournament recently, where they finished the runners-up, which is an excellent achievement for this beginners team. So the under-12 team is the rollout team for our rollout program to reintroduce soccer into the school. On cross-country, under the guidance of Mr. Blake, we had our cross-country team did very, very well. For the first time, we had a cross-country team in a long, long time, participating in 8 major events. Once again, we had Zuzake Rwanda, who made history to become the first Saldanha primary learner to attain Boland colours for cross-country. I think we can cheer that. Lovely. Okay. We have our chess team. Our chess team participated in various tournaments, the West Coast School Chess Competition, as well as the Top Schools Tournament. Learners Caleb Hess, Matthew Roman, and Christelle Willemse, as well as Eden Samuels, represented the school admirably, and they did very well. They also participated, 6 of our learners competed in the Top Schools Division, and they finished in 4th place overall out of the 8 schools that participated. In netball, the netball was also very well participated and represented this year. The netball under 13 girls also went with us on tour. And at the Riebeek Kasteel tour, they selected a netball team, and Lukum Dumdum from the 13 girls were selected to go and participate at the under 13 netball tournament, international netball tournament in Dubai in December. And she's off to go represent Saldanha Primary and our town in Dubai, so we are following her. You can cheer that if you want. Also, in the under 11 team, Shalumi Bush was also selected to represent Weskus at an inter-district competition where Mrs. Tolkien was also selected to be a technical official during the June holiday, and the Weskus team finished 5th overall in that tournament. In the Eisteddfod, we participated at the West Boland Eisteddfod. We had learners from grade 1 to grade 7 participating in categories of poetry, reading, drama, choir, categories earning them impressive range of awards. Foundation phase, in the foundation phase, grade 1 to 3, we had 3 bronze, 9 silver, 5 gold, and 5 cum laudes. Intermediate phase, grade 4 to 7, we had 14 bronze, 20 silver, 4 gold, and 3 cum laudes for poetry. In reading, from grade 3 to 7, we had 6 bronze, 7 silver, 2 gold, and 1 cum laude. Also, our choir went to Malmesbury as part of the Eisteddfod, and they received a gold certificate for their performance as well. And we congratulate those learners who participated at those events. In conclusion, parents, the enrichment program and our program at school is not only a place of, school is not only a place of learning, but a community where every learner can grow, discover, and shine, whether through sport, through culture, or through service. Our learners have embodied the values of discipline, perseverance, teamwork, and pride. We thank our dedicated educators, the coaches, you, the parents, the learners, for their unwavering support and commitment to excellence. En ja, ek moet dit nou sê, hier aan die einde. Kan die mense dit glo? What you're going to hear now. In conclusion, I wish you a blessed festive season. Ja, ons is al daar. Ek is nog besig. I'm still busy formulating New Year's resolutions for 2025. Be that as it may, I hope that you have a blessed festive season. If I do not speak to you again on the mic, spend quality time with your family, spend quality time with your friends, spend quality time with those near and dear to you. And then lastly, this is an event where we celebrate, so I do not want parents and guardians to fight tonight. Julle ken mos die storie. Nee, as hulle op die verhoog stap, is met sy ma se kind. Nee, sy pa se mense kan nie daai doen nie. Nee, sy hardloop soos haar ma. All right, so let's not fight about that. Those are your children. Enjoy the success of your children. Celebrate them. And you can feel proud of these learners. And as you can see, they are the elite. They are the cream of the crop. Daar is net 5 rye van hulle. So please remember, parents, those of you who have children or have children in your care here tonight, please remember that you have been divinely favored, but you have also been placed as a steward over these young lives. Take good care of them, teach them good values, make sure that they understand that it doesn't matter how high you fly, respect and good manners will get you even higher. Thank you and enjoy your evening. Okay. All right. We thank our principal. Julle kan nie so wees as Vrydag aand die buitekant, ons kan nie so aangaan nie. Nou, hier in Saldanha Bay, collega's, parents hier in Saldanha Bay het ons so 'n ding wat hulle mos nou sê op 'n Saterdag. Nee. Dan staan hulle mos hier by die stadium, as skree hulle mos, juffrou, waar is juffrou Michelle Kloet? Ek sien nie vir haar vanaand nie. Dan skree hulle mos, daar sit sy. Daar sit sy. Juffrou, ek gaan mos nou vir jou iets sê waarvan jy baie hou, juffrou. Ons hou by die blou. Vanaand hou ons by die blou. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor tonight is a young man that I had the privilege of meeting when he came to stay with us at the Weske School while I was still at the hostel. A humble young man, a young man that as we say, the salt of the earth, 'n goeie man. Jy kan sien, toe die eerste dag wat ek kom praat, toe kon ek sien, hy is so gemaak, hy is so geslaan. En toe hy my vertel van sy pa, toe hoor ek sommer, nee wat, hy was vasgehou. Ladies and gentlemen, Abdurrahman Latif is a young man who only started playing rugby at the age of 16. But by the age of 18, he already played for Primrose, their first team. Abdurrahman went on, and from that point, he went on and he played consistently in the first team of Primrose. He later, in 2020, he was selected to play Western Province in the Supersport Rugby Challenge. At the end of COVID, obviously, he couldn't fulfill that dream because we had COVID. But after COVID ended, he went to Kimberley and he played for the first team for Universal's Rugby Club before returning to Cape Town to play for Tygerberg. In 2022, he made his move to Saldanha Bay. The best move, nee. The best move ever. Hy het my gevra, meneer, waar jimmer mens hier? But anyway, and then from there, as he was playing for the for Saldanha Bay, he was selected to play for the Cavaliers, where he played from 2023 until 2024, where he competed in the Currie Cup First Division, winning it back and playing for the SA Cup as well as the Mzansi Challenge. At the beginning of the 2025, he played for the first team. Is it Ahmadians? how do I say the name? Hamadias Rugby Club back in Cape Town, but soon after made his return back to Saldanha Bay. Ek wonder hoekom. Sal niks praat nie, where he also is part of the Saldanha Bay team who's participating in the top 12. He says, my rugby journey has been built on hard work, patience, and a belief that proving that no matter where you start, with the right mindset and consistency, you can always create your own opportunities, regardless of your circumstances. And I think that is something that is very important, that we need. Our current situation does not need to be our destination. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Abdurrahman Latif to the stage. Right, ga je nog zingen? Ja, zie, oké. Rosa? You also saw that we have a special guest of honor, Mr. Lowe is also here. Goed. As Mrs. Van Reenen said, the language of learning and teaching that your learner receive at school is the language that we will present his or her reward to them. We start with the foundation phase. The Neatness Cup for grade 1, the Van der Heide. Let's see. Leela takes pride in her work. She cares carefully and forms her letters and numbers, not wanting to break any handwriting rules. Her giraffe letters, I'm sure she knows what that is. Her giraffe letters are tall. Her tails are carefully curled, and her tortoise letters are as round as the shell. Now, I have done this, I have been doing this since 2000 and whenever. That was the first time I had to describe it like that. Giraffe letters are tall, tails are curled, tortoises are round, and the foundation phase teachers are loving it. Ladies and gentlemen, the grade 1 Neatness Cup goes to Leela van der Heide. Kom Leela. Daar begin het. The Neatness Cup in grade 2 goes to a girl who is a hardworking learner, always trying harder to do better. Her work is always a pleasure to mark. Ladies and gentlemen, the Neatness Cup for grade 2 goes to Slinde Kuhle by Hila. Afwesig. Right. Okay, Slindo is absent. Moving on to the grade 3. The Gerard van Zyl Trophy. Dit is elke dag 'n plesier om hierdie leerder se boeke na te sien. Net so netjies as wat haar boeke is haar uiterlike voorkoms van haar kroontjie tot haar twentjie. Ek kan vir julle 10 raaie gee wie daai geskryf het. Daar sal net een juffrou wie dit skryf. 'n Dogter om op trots te wees. Dames en here, die Gerard van Zyl Netuitbeker vir graad 3 gaan aan Leila Swarts. Van haar kroontjie tot by haar twentjie. Opgewonden. Right. The best class attendance in the foundation phase goes to the class who has attained a 94.6 average. The class was the best attendance. The learner that was chosen to come and receive the trophy was only absent, the learner that is chosen to come and collect the trophy tonight was only absent once this year. Her teacher also says she is a delight to have in the class. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask Lesedi Ngomayeni to come and get the trophy. Your winners for This year, 2026, grade 1E1. Crouch. Asai. Ek sal vir Bert laat. Ek sal vir Randall laat weet jy's besig om op te warm vanmôre. Dis reg. All right. Best academic progress. This learner is a very determined child. He worked hard to get where he is today. Indeed, children do not develop in the same way, so some take time to show results. He was the learner that showed the biggest improvement from term 1 to term 3 of the whole foundation phase. From term 1 to term 3, this learner improved with an average of 25.5%. Ladies and gentlemen, the best academic progress for the foundation phase goes to Alil Muhammad. The most promising under-7 mini cricket player of the year is someone who always pitched up for practice. His coach says even when it was hot and he had the option of swimming, he chose cricket. He learned the rules of the game quickly and helped his peers to get the hang of things. He followed the coach's advice without talking back. He shows great potential in the sport, displays good sportsmanship, and has great passion for the game. Ladies and gentlemen, our under-7 mini cricket player of the year for 2025, Samuel McCree. That is for the under-7 mini cricket. Speel maar seker cricket soos sy ma of iemand? Die mees belovendste onder 8 mini cricket speler is 'n leier wat baie goed is in cricket. He always attended practices with a positive attitude. He is a good leader but also a good team player. Die mees belovendste onder 8 mini cricket speler vir die jaar is Zagan Riley Vigo. The most promising under-9 mini cricket player is a young cricketer who has shown exceptional enthusiasm, teamwork and dedication throughout the season, always giving his best on the field. He plays with great sportsmanship and a true love for the game. His positive attitude, steady improvement and commitment to learning make him a standout player and a role model for his teammates. His form and natural talent are precursors to what he has in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, our under-9 cricket player, Shano Armino. Seker maar nee, maar dit is gejel. Our junior athlete of the year, the learner who wins this Junior Athlete of the Year award, attended every practice and even continued to practice at other clubs or private institutions after school on his own. This young athlete has shown dedication and passion throughout the year. Through hard work, discipline, dedication, and a positive attitude on and off the field, he has achieved his Boland colors for cross country. Ladies and gentlemen, our junior athlete for 2025 is Suzaki Rowana. Our most promising under-7 rugby player is someone who never missed practice. His teacher says that he played his best games on sunny days, on cold days, on rainy days, on any day. He always brought along his good attitude and displayed good leadership towards his peers. He made his presence count a lot by scoring a try in every game, often more than one. Ladies and gentlemen, our most promising under-7 rugby player for 2025 is Isiposetu Nobela. Here we go, Sips. Here we go. Our most promising under-8 rugby player for the year has shown incredible talent, and his determination make him stand out in every game. He gives his best at every practice, every match. He shows true sportsmanship. That is why he is our under-8 best rugby player for 2025, Zagan Riley Vigo. Ek dink die Nikes is nou 'n sure thing, Zagan. I think those Nikes are a sure thing, Zagan. You can ask for those Nikes tonight. Our most promising under-9 rugby player for 2025 is a young player who has shown exceptional passion and commitment to the game throughout the season. With every match, he demonstrated determination, discipline, and true love for rugby. Whether in training or on the field of play, he always gave his best, tackling hard, running with heart, and encouraging his teammates. He has grown not only as a skilled player, but also as a true team player, showing respect, sportsmanship, and a positive attitude, no matter the score or the result. Ladies and gentlemen, our under-9 rugby player for 2025, Calum Erasmus. Well done, Kalen. Kellen. I don't see them, sorry. Well done, Kellen. Okay. Right. Our most promising under-7 netball player is a girl who is a dedicated learner who has shown great commitment in the way she plays on the court. She has been admired for her effort and enthusiasm. She has even made her mark when asked to fill in for an under-8 play in the under-8 team. Our most promising under-7 netball player for 2025 is Zoe Speedy. Die mees belovendste onder 8 netbalspeler vir 2025 is 'n talentvolle jong speler. Sy is altyd by die oefeninge, sy gee altyd haar beste en doen altyd wees altyd 'n goeie voorbeeld vir haar medespanmaats. Dames en here, die onder 8 netbalspeler vir 2025 is Anastasia Valentine of Die mees belovendste onder 9 netbalspeler is 'n dogter wat hierdie seisoen gegroei het in haar netbalvaardighede. Sy was gedissiplineerd en het goeie sportmanskap op en van die baan getoon. Sy is veelsidige spanmaat wat verskeie posisies kon speel en het haar spanmaats, teenstanders en afrigters altyd met respek behandel. Dames en here, ons onder 9 netbalspeler vir 2025 is Zia Koopman. I think while she's busy taking a photo, I think it's important. It's important that when we listen to the descriptions, we will see those values coming through, being respectful, etc., disciplined and hardworking. Moving on our junior chess player for 2025. This young lady showed excellent progress in chess. She understands the game and she is ready for the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, our junior chess player is Storm Marie Swartboy. The Novella Trophy is presented to the most versatile junior sports personality. This learner took part in athletics, rugby, and mini cricket, which gave him a total of 10 points. He attended all practices and played matches against various schools. He always showed good sportsmanship and respect to the coaches, his teammates, and his opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, the Novella Trophy for the most versatile junior sports personality is awarded to Sky van der Plank. Here we go. Right. Nou was ons genoeg buitekant op die veld. Ek dink ons moet 'n bietjie klas toe gaan. Moving on to the intermediate and senior phase, starting with academic achievements. Parents, I ask of you that you wait until I have called the grade onto the stage, and afterwards then, when the whole grade is here, then you can applaud them. Academic achievement for grade 4 for 2025. Our top performer in the 5th place with an average of 87.2, Ronaldo Liebenberg. Absent, right. In 4th place with an average of 87.5, Zaria Smith. In 3rd place, with an average of 88.2, Elton Cleophas. In 2nd place, with an average of 89.2%, Lazaria Constant. Okay, daar is die eerste plek, ons kan maar gaan. Ladies and gentlemen, our top achiever for 2025 in grade 4 with an average of 92.7. Now, once I've called the learner, I ask the parent, moet asseblief nie baklei oor wie opkom nie. If you both want to come up, both parents are more than welcome to come up. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask the parents of Jody Lee Wynand to come to the front. Jody Lee has attained a 92.8% average for the year. Hulle kan maar daar by Jody staan as hy klaar is. Wag, moenie baklei, wag, juffrou. Ah, sideways, here we go. Say. Sjoe, amper slaap die man op die bank vanaand. Hy wil alleen die lug vat, my genade. Meester, ons al moet praat na die ding. Here we go, well done. Jodels, okay. Right, moving on to grade 5, academic achievement, top 5. In 5th place with an average of 80.5% for the year, Asia Philander. Asia Philander, I say. In 4th place with an average of 80.7%, Autumn Benjamin. In 3rd place with an average of 81.2%, Luandle Sipahile. In 2nd place with an average of 81.5%, Zahir Africa. Hier kom moeilikheid. Ladies and gentlemen, our top achiever. Our top achiever for grade 5 with an average of 83.7 is Zayden Philander. Zayden Philander, any representatives in the hall? Mama. I say. Woo. Ons is by die academic. Ek weet nie wat trofies is of wat gaan doen. Ek is nou hier so by die topvol. Wat? Die program is hier nie. Okay. Wat die gee vir my?
Thank you, Mr. Principal. Before we continue with the grade 6s, we have our foundation phase learner that will recite a poem for us. Annabelle Fortuin, that will recite the poem for us.
You're not foundation phase. No, she's not foundation phase.
What to do with a dinosaur by Ken Nesbitt. This morning a dinosaur tromped into school. Ferocious, atrocious, and dropping were true. He had to be practically 20 feet tall and banged around, looking something to more. He stomped and he snorted. He bellowed and roared. His head hit the ceiling and busted a board. That beast was undoubtedly ready for lunch. He snatched up a chair in his teeth with a crunch, then stopped for a moment and thoughtfully chewed. It seems he had smelled cafeteria food. He spit out the splinters as he plowed down the hall, his tail swinging wildly and smashing the wall. He burst through the doors of the lunchroom to see the lunch ladies clutching their hairnets to flee. He found the lasagna, then gobbled it up, then lapped up the lemonade, cup after cup. He ransacked the salad bar, plundered dessert, then stiffened and yelped as if suddenly hurt. He let out a howl as he clutched his side, then gave out a gasp and fell over and died. So, next time a dinosaur comes to your school, I think you do well to remember this rule. Stay out of the way of his bad attitude and make sure he eats cafeteria food.
All right. I don't think there'll be time for us to feed a dinosaur cafeteria food. I will be leaving. All right. Moving on to grade 6. Academic top 5. In 5th place, with an average of 82.2%, Michaela Macau. In 4th place, with an average of 83.1, Zayan Bastra. In 3rd place, with an average of 84.9, Annabelle Fortuin. In 2nd place, with an average of 84.9%, 95%, Joel Mafutu. Our top achiever for grade 6, with an average of 86.1%, is Ashika Meyer. We ask the mayors to come to the front. Okay. Mr. The Mayor. He said he's the mayor, so Mr. Mayor. There we go. Grade 7, top 5 academic achievers for 2025. In the 5th place, with an average of 80.4%, Ruben Oosthuizen. In 4th place, with an average of 81%, Christelie Willemse. In 3rd place, with an average of 82.4%, Ruben Avontuur. In 2nd place, with an average of 85.4%, Isel Bontes. Ladies and gentlemen, our top achiever in grade 7 is also our student of the year. The learner has attained a 91% average in English, 83% for Afrikaans, 94.7 for maths, 95% for social sciences, 98% for 98% for EMS, 88% for technology, with an average of 90% for 2025. The Jacques Rabe Cup is awarded to our top student. Ek kan nou nie die kind se naam uitlees nie. Pietie Poggenpoel, nee. Sari Mare ook nie. Ladies and gentlemen, our top student for 2025 is Rias Africa. Nee, Azra, sy kan nie wegkom nie. Kom Azra. Kom Azra. Kom Azra. Ja, kom Azra. Dis jy middel is. As Die Netheidbeker vir graad 4. Die leerders se boeke is altyd netjies binne en buite. Die leerdert het uitstekende handskrif in al haar boeke. Haar werk is altyd mooi en voltooid. Dit is 'n plesier om deur haar boeke te kyk. Die wenner van die graad 4 Netheidbeker is Eva Jaars. The Neatness Cup for grade 5. This learner has a very neat handwriting. The proof of her effort is clearly in her books. This learner is also neat on her person. The winner of the Neatness Cup for grade 5 is Peyton Faro. Die Netheidbeker vir graad 6. This learner has a neat handwriting and uses color effectively in her books. The proof of her effort is clearly seen in her books. The winner of the grade 6 Neatness Cup is Rania Manuel. Ek weet sy skryf nie soos haar pa nie, dit kan ek vir julle verseker. Dit kan ek vir julle garandeer. Die graad 7 Netheidbeker gaan aan 'n dogter wie se boeke altyd netjies is en het oral baie goeie kleur gebruik. Haar skrif is netjies met goeie afronding. Haar werk is 'n plesier om te merk. Die graad 7 beker, die Roshana Williams Cup, gaan aan Rashante Kloete. Die akademiese volharding beker, die Van der Merwe beker, gaan aan 'n leerder wat volharding, onwrigbare deursettingsvermoë en 'n merkwaardige werksetiek toon tot die beste van sy vermoë. Ten spyte van uitdagings en agterstande bly hy gefokus op sy klaswerk en gee telkens sy uiterste beste. Sy bereidwilligheid om voortdurend te leer, hard te werk en nie moed op te gee nie, reflekteer goeie karakter. Sy positiewe gesindheid en volgehoue poging dien as 'n inspirasie vir sy medeleerders en bewys dat ware sukses nie slegs in punte gemeet word nie, maar in die vasberadenheid om aan te hou groei. Ons eer hom vir sy voorbeeldige houding en sy volharding om te streef na sy bes, ongeag die struikelblokke wat hy in die gesig staar. Dames en here, akademiese volharding, die Van der Merwe beker, word toegeken aan Jan Hendrik Skeepers. Een bietjie hard. Mooi aan Hendrik. Dames en heren, die HL'ers trofee gaan aan die klas in die intersendfase wie met die beste klasbywoning vir 2025. Hierdie klas het 95% van die tyd was hulle almal aanwesig in die skool. Hulle sê hulle is heidaglik die beste in die skool. Nou weet ek nou nie. Nou weet ek nie hoe groot die trofee is nie, want ek neem aan die juffrou wat hier getik het is nie die graad 4B juffrou nie. En sy het gevra dat Jody Lee, Lizaria en Ewe op moet kom namens. Dit is ook die juffrou wat ek dink omtrent so 99% van die tyd in die skool is. The Bierman Cup is for the best academic progress, showing improvement throughout the year. The percentage that this learner average improved from term 1 to term 3 is remarkable, 23%. We are proud to say our learner with the best academic progress in the intersend phase is Leanne Ndlovu. Algemene kennis. So hier het ons 'n bietjie die leerders getoets om te kyk of wat hulle algemene kennisvaardighede is. Dit is die eerste keer in 10 jaar wat ons weer 'n algemene kennistrofee uitdeel. Tydens die toets wat die graad 4 tot 7 geskryf het hierdie leerder 98% behaal. Nou van die onderwysers moes gaan Google dit vir die antwoorde. Ek wil nou nie, ek was een van hulle, maar ek sê maar die onderwysers. Ons het nou nog nie die antwoorde gekry nie, maar nietemin, sy het 98% gekry. Die meisie het 'n baie breë algemene kennis. Ons wenner van die algemene kennis met 98% is Christelie Willemse. Die Frikkie Tolkien beker vir besonderse leierskap. Die jaar het ons baie sterk leiers gehad, sê die graad 7's. Dit was kopkrap op die puntelys tussen 5 leerders. En ek gaan wie sê, ons het koppe gekrap, koppe gestamp, en voete gestamp. Die een leerder het wel met die kriteria bo die anders uitgestaan. Sy is iemand wat die onderwysers vertrou om enige tyd met enige taak te kan help. Sy het baie goeie deursettingsvermoë. Sy stel 'n goeie voorbeeld en deur haar hele skoolloopbaan by Laerskool Saldanha. Sy stel goeie leiding en laat nie op haar wag oor haar loop nie, ekskuus tog. Sy is nie bang om te sê as iets verkeerd is nie. Ons leerders met besonderse leierskap vir 2025, die Frikkie Tolkien Cup, word toegeken aan Isel Bonthuys. Die VLV beker, die welwillendheidsbeker, word toegekend aan die leerder wat ontvang hierdie jaar die beker wat 'n ware voorbeeld is vir haar medeleerders. Sy is baie bedagsaam, hulpvaardig en dra positiewe beeld uit na buite. Die dogter het nie die eienskappe eers in graad 7 getoon nie. Sy stel al 'n voorbeeld haar hele skoolloopbaan. Ons is trots om te kan sê dat sy 'n deel is van Laerskool Saldanha. Ons welwillendheidsbeker, die VLV beker, word toegekend aan Melissa Gous. Dis 'n detensie inskrywing, kan iemand dit uitskree in die klas, meneer? Dames en heren, die dogter het nie die eienskappe eers net in graad 7 getoon nie. Sy toon hierdie eienskap haar hele loopbaan by Laerskool Saldanha. The Bianca Basson Trophy is awarded to the learner that achieved the highest or the best in arts and culture. This learner got a cum laude for English poetry, gold for Afrikaans poetry, and with the play he was given a gold as the best actor. Our arts and creative arts achievement for this year, the Bianca Basson Trophy, is awarded to Rias Africa. Nou, daai weet ek, hy is sy ma. Hy is sy ma. O, jene kan act. O, vader. No pressure, no pressure. Sit hier nou rustig. The Gerard Maritz Science Trophy. This learner has shown knowledge beyond the scope of the curriculum, achieved outstanding accolades at the ESCOM Expo for Young Scientists, where the learner achieved a gold medal, category winner for the best overall individual project, as well as the best junior project in the West Coast region. The Gerard Maritz Cup for Science goes to Rias Africa. I just wanted you to go sit down so I could call you back. Soos die kinders hier buitekant sit, jy kan maar ophou. Ladies and gentlemen, the best bilingual student with an average of 91% in English and 83.3% in Afrikaans has combined average of 87.2% for the best bilingual student in Saldanha Primary for 2025, Rias Africa. It's turning into the Rias show. Mr. Carstens, our retired principal, dedicated a trophy for his love subject, which is maths. The maths student for 2025 at Saldanha Primary with an average of 94.7. En almal sê saam? Ja! Daai ouma, iemand sal daai ouma moet keer daar vanaand. Well done, Riaz. The naughtiest learner with the most detention inscriptions. Riaz, Africa. Okay, we've got nothing left to offer you, Riaz. You must go sit down now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Riaz show. We can all go home now.
Thank you, Mr. Principal. We have another poem recital by Riaz.
Julle kan regtig ophou. Ek hoor julle gaan oor. Sing sommer iets oor.
Wie kan dit wees? Deur Vaue Conradie. Wie is dit wat teen my deur kom klop? So vroeg in die oggend, die maan is nog op. 'n Slijmerige slag sonder enige dop, 'n spinnejanige bobbekop. Wie kan dit wees? Ek is bang, ek is verskrik, ek wil in my asem verstik. My hart klop so woes dat dit my hele lyf ruk. Daar's dit weer, tik, tik, tik. Wie kan dit wees? Sê nou, dis 'n monster met tande geel en haar hande wat voel vir my keel. My voete so stink en vol skimmel soos meel. Sê nou, dit wil in my bed kom speel. Wat kan dit tog wees? Die deur krak stadig, al groter en wyer. Harige hand met 'n yslike seier vou om my deur. Wil dit kom kuier? Nee, net nie dit nie, nee, ek weier. Wie kan dit wees? 'n triekophader, 'n sleeptongslang, wat seentjies in hulle beddens vir aandete vang, om aan die hoogste boom se takke te hang. Maar ek kan nie help nie, ek is te bang. Wat kan dit wees? Veel geluk, liewe maatjie. Begin soet stemme sing. My familie kom staan om my bed in 'n kring. Ek was verniet bang gewees vir daai vieslike ding. Hulle wou vir my presente bring. Ek is so bly, dit was net hulle gewees.
Dankie, Riaz. Ek is nou bang. All right, so now we know where that Afrikaans 83% comes from. Okay. Moving on, let's go outside a little bit again. We have been in class for the past half an hour. Let's move outside. We are moving on to our sports trophies. And we ask Rolucia Lucas to come and collect the trophy for that other team that won. Geel bo. I say. You know, I tried to use my influence. We changed from sharks, then we changed to royais, and then we changed to 3 houses. I'm still not on the winning team. I'm sure next year when I go to the yellow team, then the blue team is going to win. So, don't worry, you'll know when my team has won. We'll be celebrating. Is daar enige van meneer se span van die rooi span hierso? Anybody? Right, from the red team. As die rooi span wen, dan gaan ons vroeg huis toe heel jaar. Is daai 'n deal? En wel, ons gaan maak werk, nee. Right. Okay. Enige iets, meester, ek sal enige iets probeer. Ladies and gentlemen, the LJ Groenewald Cup is awarded to the lady or the girl athlete who accumulated the most points for her team. This girl accumulated points by winning, doing that 1,200 meters where she attained a second place, 75-meter hurdles where she took a first place. She took first place finishes in the 150 meters, flat, the 150-meter hurdles, as well as the 100 meters. Her consistency and focus and drive set her apart from the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, our Victrix Ladorum for 2025 is Jana Nel. Jana, is jy in die geel span? En jy in die blou span? Okay. Sjoe, dat was amper die 10 inskrywing. Our Athlete of the Year is awarded to a learner that achieved the highest in athletics, which consisted in this year consisted of track and field as well as cross country. This learner achieved the highest achievement in athletics at the school when he was chosen to represent Boland at the cross country. He's also our Junior Athlete of the Year. Our Athlete of the Year for Saldanha Primary is Zuzake Rowana. Our best achievement in a non-school sport. So we do realize that obviously as much as we have a very, very expanded and a very diverse enrichment program, we can't offer all the sports at our school. And some of our learners also have interest other than that is offered at school. So this young person is our top achiever, our best achiever for a non-school sport. On the 14th of June, she participated in the Shotokan Karate Championships, which was hosted in Plettenberg Bay. She represented Langebaan Karate Center in the junior female kata and kumite divisions. She obtained a second position in both the categories, winning silver medals. Ladies and gentlemen, our top achiever for a non-school sport, but we were all afraid that we would get beaten up, that's why we gave her it, is Zayan Alexander. Zayan, you must teach us some of those moves later. 8. Oes. For the first time, as I said, we reintroduced soccer at Saldanha Primary. And our most promising soccer player for 2025, die mees toegewydste speler, goeie gedrag op die veld, hard gespeel en uitsonderlike prestasies behaal met baie sportmangees. Dames en here, ons sokkerspeler vir 2025 vir die seuns onder 12 is Kyle Speedy. Moving on to rugby, under 11. This year's recipient is a player who has shown outstanding dedication to his team and to the game. As vice captain, he leads not only with words, but with action. He's the kind of player who puts the team first, gives his very best every time, and practices on the field and off the field, doing his utmost best. His loyalty and commitment have never gone unnoticed, whether it's showing up early for training, encouraging his teammates, or staying focused during the matches. He sets an example. Ladies and gentlemen, our rugby player for the under 11 for 2025 is Remy Nystrom. Well done, Remy. Dorie, ek weet nie hoe lank jy nog vir die baai gaan speel nie. As ek jy sien vir Remy, en Remy is 10 hoor. Remy is 10, so jy sal moet klaarmaak broer. Jy het moeilikheid. Hopelijk skram jy met hom en nie teen hom nie. Ons kweek hulle groot, broer, ons kweek hulle groot. The SA Stevedores Cup is awarded to the Rugby Player of the Year. Hy het hom onderskei as 'n voorbeeldige leier en 'n sportman by Laerskool Saldanha. Hy het met waardige leierskap-eienskappe gedemonstreer as die onderkaptein van die 113 span. Dissipline en 'n diep verantwoordelikheidsin beide op en van die veld af. Sy keuse om aan die finale Boland-Kruivenbeek proewe deel te neem staan as 'n welverdiende erkenning vir sy besondere talent, toegewyding en deursettingsvermoë. Behalwe sy sportprestasies is hy 'n jong man met hoë morele karakter en etiek. Hy word deur sy ewe knieë en opvoeders gerespekteer vir sy nederigheid en sy integriteit. Deur sy gebalanseerde mengsel van sportvermoë en morele krag het hy homself bewys nie net as 'n waardevolle spanspeler nie, maar ook as ambassadeur van Laerskool Saldanha. Dames en here, ons is trots om te sê dat ons SA Stevedores rugbyspeler vir die jaar is Jaden Smith. Die klein mannetjie wat die trofee oorhandig is, sorry. Ek sal die baie vra om vir ons groter spelers te stuur. Ons kan nie met 'n skrimskakel nie, ons kan nie. Dorie, nou voel jy hom so skrimskakel hoor. Ja, jy sal moet vashou. Sien ek kan nou sommer uit na die rugby vir 2035. Die World Cup. Klink vir my na 'n plan. Die D van Seilbeker goes to the learner, the netball player and the 10 netball player of the year, the most promising netball player. This young girl did not just surprise her coaches with her skill, but also herself when she was placed in a position to play center for the first day. The first day she said she can't play center. After her first practice, she said, "Wow, I love being the center." That spirit could be experienced throughout the whole netball season. Her caring nature towards her players is something that we as coaches admire. She is a team player. It was not about how many times she had the ball. She made it her mission to get the ball to the shooter. Our most promising under 11 netball player is Endinako Siswana. Under 10, yeah. Our most promising under 10 netball player, ladies and gentlemen. And with great excitement, we say thank you to our governing body because next year she can practice her skills on a brand new rubber court. All right, moving on. The D van Sail Cup, die mees belovendste netbalspeler vir die dogters onder 12. Hierdie toekenning erken 'n jong speler wat uitstaande potensiaal en entoesiasme vir die spel getoon het. Sy het uitsonderlike radsheid en uithouvermoë en baanbewustheid getoon en sy verbind verdediging en aanval met selfvertroue. Haar vermoë om die tempo van die spel te beheer, punte geleenthede te skep en haar spanmaats te motiveer, weerspieël ware leierskap op die baan. Dames en here, ons onder 12 mees belovendste netbalspeler ontvang die D van Seilbeker, Rochelle Sampson. Rochelle, jy kan vanaand enige iets vra. Ek beloof, alles môre in die winkel. Lekker, 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 lekker. Love it. That's it. Okay. The D van Sail Cup is awarded to the most promising under 13 netball player. This award is presented to a young athlete who has demonstrated exceptional potential and growth throughout the season. She has shown remarkable skill, discipline, and a deep understanding of her game. Her ability to anticipate play, execute crucial interceptions, provide consistent defense support has made her invaluable asset to her team. With her dedication and positive attitude and commitment to excellence, she is truly a deserving candidate of this award. Ladies and gentlemen, the D van Sail Cup for the most promising netball player under 13 is Likum Ndumdum. And as I said earlier, Likum is off to Dubai from the 3rd to the 11th. Ons speel maar hier by die huis. Ons gaan maar Mauriceburg toe. Ons gaan nie Dubai toe. Mooi, Likum. Well done. That was the most promising under 13 netball player. Well done. Die S Visser beker gaan aan die netbalspeler van die jaar. A good netball player is characterized by strong athleticism, tactical awareness, and effective teamwork. She started off this journey at the netball trials where she progressed to the West Coast team, representing the West Coast at the Inter-District Netball Tournament in Riversdale during the June holiday. This girl has shown excellent defensive skills while intercepting balls coming at her opponent. She was always actively involved, keeping her eyes on the opponent and on the ball. Her balance and coordination on the court allowed her to stay on her feet and control the ball with precision. As a team member, she understood that communication with the team is a vital component. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the S Visser Cup, our netball player of the year, is Shlalumi Bush. Die mees belovendste sagtebal softball player of the year for 2025. Die leier was 'n hardwerkende, toegewyde speelster. Sy het goeie leierskapvaardighede getoon en sy woon elke oefening by. Sy help altyd op die veld en is bewonder deur haar maats. Ons belovendste sagtebalspeler vir 2025 is Rolusha Lucas. Amper sê ek ons naam vir jou, maar ons gaan nie vir jou vanaand sê nie. Well done, Lucia. Sir, now those of you who know will know, the teachers will know. must take my specs off. Because he says, sir, if you want your bakkie washed, I'll do it for you. I've got a car wash business, sir. And I'm good at it because I use the best materials. That was what this boy told me this morning or yesterday. The Hoogland Trophy for chess goes to a learner that has shown remarkable talent in dedication towards the game of chess. This year he participated in the West Coast Schools Chess Prestige event in which he represented Saldanha Primary in the final round. He is an inspiration for all the younger players because of his love for the game, achievements and willingness to learn. And I understand he also helps the foundation for his players. And he's going to wash my car. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hoogland Trophy for the best chess player for 2025, Caleb Hess. Is it still on, Caleb? Still washing the bakkie? Oh, that's awesome. No corruption here, ladies and gentlemen, no corruption. Nothing. The P. Mindel Cup, die P. Mindel beker vir die veelsidigste sportman. Vanaand vier ons 'n leier wie se uitnemendheid veel verder strek as die klaskamer. Hy is 'n jong man met integriteit, nederigheid en sterk morele karakter. Altyd respekvol, betroubaar en bereid om sy beste te gee in alles wat hy doen. Sy gedrag weerspieël volwassenheid verby sy jare en die ware gees van Laerskool Saldanha. Wat hom egter uitsonder is sy natuurlike sporttalent. Hy beskik oor die vermoë om moeiteloos aan te pas en uit te blink. Vanjaar het hy trots aan ons skool by die onder 13 Wes-Boland proewe gebring en by die onder 13 atletiek in Spiesgooi. Sy fisieke vermoë vertoon meer en sy vasberadenheid, sy gefokusheid en sy meedingende gees is wat hom bo sy portier stel. Dames en here, die P. Mindel beker vir die veelsidigste sportman word toegeken aan Jandre Newman. Nou so. Parents, allow me just before I do the last trophy. I hope that and I want to reiterate it because it was reiterated twice this week at our meeting with the circuit manager, that we need to teach our children values. We need to teach our children strong morals. And as parents, we must be unapologetic and we must be courageous and we mustn't ask them, we must enforce those values on them. And you must make sure that you monitor and police and make sure that what you teach them at home, they live outside. Because so many times I've had parents in my office who said, meneer, ons leen nie vir hom die goed by die huisie. But nobody monitors it. Maak seker, your child doesn't have to be the best rugby player. Ons is groot mense, ons weet. Jy kan maar die beste talent het, jy kan die mooiste smile het, kan die langste haar het, maar as jy nie waardes het nie, dan val jy gou. I'm reminded of a saying that says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So once again, and I don't have to remind you of the various videos that you've seen of our learners participating in violence. Today, some of our learners from our town, girls and boys as young as 11 and 12, had to be in court for assaulting a fellow learner. So it is important. Die goed gebeur nie net daar in die militants en in die verplekke nie. Dit is sommer hier in ons strate gebeur. Maak seker dat jy weet wat die kind op sy telefoon kyk. Make sure that you know. If they don't have to sit for 5 hours with these violent games, don't let them sit for 5 hours at those violent games. So ek vra vir u, dit is 'n pleidooi van die kringkantoor en van die kringbestuurder, that we teach our children good values and make sure that our children become ambassadors, change makers, people who bring positive change to our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, on a high note, our most versatile sports personality, a female for 2026. Oh, hy's 'n lekker een. We speak it into the universe. But let's do 2025 first. This athlete, this young girl participated in athletics and netball and received the West Coast team colors. She has represented the West Coast at an inter-district netball tournament in Riversdale. She's also a good ambassador for our school that is showing a positive image of our school through her journey as a sportswoman. In and off the field, she is a true ambassador. Our most versatile sportswoman for 2025 is Hlahlumi Bush. Hlahlumi. Ons roep na vore die voorsitter van die beheerliggaam, mevrou Anza Samuels, om haar lied te kom offer. Anza? Ek kan maar verskom, Anza. Samen daar, Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that you guys have, I think you're playing tomorrow? So I know you have an early night. We tried our best to get you home early. Our SGB chairperson has something to say. Thank you for your time. It's not much, but we appreciate your effort. Thank you for coming out. Asa. Yes, you can go. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our evening. We ask that you give us just 2 minutes. You'll just give us 2 minutes at the end. All our trophy winners, we just need to take a group photo. We ask Ms. Shadia van Renen to come do a word of thanks. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
A word of thanks from my side to all the people that pitched up tonight, set time aside. To StreamTech once again, the media team for the sound and the live broadcast. Thank you very much for that. And then also, can all the teachers of Saldanha Primary stand? That we weren't able to recognize tonight. Now you can look at them. Don't they look stunning? Woo! We just want to say thank you to you guys for your tireless efforts. I don't think anything beats teacher tired sometimes, but you are appreciated. You may be seated. Thank you. And that is the end of our program, ladies and gentlemen. As Mr. Edwards asked, the learners just stay behind quickly for a photo. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend further.